Where were you on the night that, or on the day that Asaf won Arab Idol?
I was in Nazareth. We had a square. Thousands of people gathered, at that square, and I'm not a follower of that program, but that night I followed the last episode, and I was very touched by the fact that his voice united people in a way that these people on the square won't be able, like they are not usually together, rich and poor and religious, non-religious, Christian, Muslims, young, old, and to see them like enjoying the voice, which is art, was a magical feeling for me.
But you were there in the square?
I was in the square, one
Screaming
of the people
as well.
like
Yeah?
begging, and when he won, I jumped like a boy.
So what was it? Why did he get all those people together?
For sure. I mean, you know what? If you want to be a very critical, it's actually it's pathetic. Palestinian actually in general lost everything, and if you look to it, wow, they are hanging on a show like Arab Idol to feel the winning. It's actually pathetic. But anyhow, this is our situation. We can't. This is like we lost. Like one of the sentences in the movie that we have just defeating the last 60 years of history, a defeat history, and suddenly we want like just one win.
You have no soccer team. You have no.
No. And just in every struggle we did, we lost.
And were you surprised that even you were swept away in this storm?
No, because I am a Palestinian that feel the defeat all the time, even though as an individual, I compensate that defeat with making personal success. Yes, but it's still as a collective.
Oscar nominations.
Yeah, as a collective society, you are defeated society, and you are very hungry to winning. And it was actually, again, very touching to see the people gathering. But from a rational point of view, is sad.
Did it last, the effect, the Asaf effect?
Yes, for me, yes, because it's like it gave you what exactly it gave you the sense of proud. And this, yes, I am proud of Mohammed Asaf as a voice and as a story. And this is why I made a movie about him. Palestinians are proud of him because he gave us, like, the occupation in general tried to make you invisible and try to make you not believe in yourself, because how can he oppress you if you still believe in yourself? Yes, and a lot of Palestinians, I have to tell, they lost their belief in themselves. A lot of Palestinians, but the Palestinians who believed in themselves, a phenomena like Mohammed Asaf gave them this proud that yes, I am proud. Yes, I'm defeated, but I'm proud. I'm Palestinian. Then you can carry on with the struggle to be free, and I recognize this. Yes.
And it's still there. He has changed the Palestinian people.
Nothing changed. I'm still proud of this man as a voice, as a beauty that you can fight occupation with beauty. I'm very proud of this phenomena and his voice, and gave me kind of dignity that you as a people, even you are oppressed, still you will not lose your humanity, and you will not lose your beauty. It's a very touchy. Inspiring, let's say, phenomena.
And that's why you wanted to direct? Because you were asked, right, by the producer, I think?
No, when I started to want to direct because I felt...
No, this film, I mean.
This film? Oh, I thought you wanted to
no, let's not go way back.
No, yes, this movie I want to direct because I realized that the power of art, that first of all, art can united people, can give inspiration, can give comfort, and can, change ugliness to beauty. It's incredible, and felt, yes, I want to direct this movie as a homage to art and to Gaza, as a city that been punished years and years and years. It's a big jail, and yet it didn't lost its humanity. Gaza is actually, from the human point of view, is a symbol of humanity.
Why?
Because with all the distraction, they still make jokes, they still sing, they still like and make weddings, they still have inspiration and have dreams and have power. It's amazing. It's because as a human being, especially coming from the West, in the sense like I am spoiled like any other Western people. We have a luxury life. We don't live in fear 24 hours. You expect from that place to produce just ugliness, but when they produce beauty, you are like for sure they like it's actually obvious, but still it touch you. It's ontroeren.
Ontroerd, yes, I know. And you co-wrote the story. So is that when the Gaza stuff crept in? Is that why you wanted to show us war-torn Gaza? Is that why you wrote it in, or was that a directorial choice?
No, it was a directorial choice. I think the script I got from the producers, I rewrote like almost completely. I started even from zero. And the idea was like, if you want to make a journey about a character that wants just to be normal, he want to sing for fun, he have no big dreams. Situation will force him to make a choice. He refused to make that choice till the end of the movie. And the moment he refused, he make the choice to become a kind of hero that he don't want to be. He lost who he is. Now, this journey, the best way to explain it is to start from the innocent and youth and end with adult and guilty. And this is why I felt the city can also give an impression of this transformation from the beginning of the movie, that it's, it's a kind of poor but normal, to destructive but protective.
Okay. And did you also add stuff like movement and running and parkour? Because you can see that often in your films. You seem to like it when people run and jump.
No, actually, chase in movies are part of character development. It's like a chase is the best chase in movie scenes where characters realize who they are, and they came at the end of the chase. They came to a conclusion. For example, in this movie, when he ran after this bicycle man who stole the fish.
Yes.
And actually, it's a borrowed scene from a movie called The Runner. It's an homage to Iranian director. His name is Amir Nadri. But yet, in my movie, I borrow it to tell that he realized that this man, he wants to live a normal life, but if he will be forced to run after his right, he will not give up. And he realized at the end, like he smiled, that this is who he is, actually, a stubborn guy, that actually he wants to live in peace, but if you touch him, he is very stubborn.
True. And he is Mohammed Asaf, and did the real Mohammed say yes to the fact that you were making a film about him quickly, or did he like the idea?
He liked the idea. He was very scared. Like, listen, don't forget, the man is young man, and he
23, 4 or something.
When he won was like what, 24. And don't forget, you are in 6 weeks you become a superstar. I think this is a terrorist attack on your soul and body. Believe me, to become a star in 6 weeks, because most of people have to work step by step, step by step. And if you fall a little, you fall a step behind, but then you go back, if you jump from here to here, your fall is very big because you didn't learn the steps to become a superstar. It's a nightmare, and he realized that. It's a smart guy. He realized he lived in a nightmare. Now, suddenly everybody wants something from him, even me. I want him to act in the movie. And he paralyzed.
Asked him to play himself.
Yes, and he paralyzed because already it's too much for him. Already he's a hero that he don't want to be, like he wants just to, he's a kid. He want to chase women, and he want to drink, and I don't know if he want to drink, but
the women you're sure about, okay.
But suddenly he become a symbol and a hero, and he can't live his life anymore, and it's a nightmare. This is why.
But he said yes to the film.
He said yes, and he said no. Actually, not. But at the end, now he's happy with the movie, and he's even promoting the movie, and he cried in the movie.
But could he have said yes or no? I mean, could he have said no? Could he stop the film, or would you have made it?
No, this
without?
is the actually, if you want the inside stories, these kind of programs, when you enter the program, you sign that they own you for 8 years, even your life.
The idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
These kind of programs is if you put yourself into their hands, they make you a star, but they own you for 8 years. They sold his rights to a company that developed the script and sent it to me. I wasn't aware of that. He is already he have nothing to say about it. Now, when I realized, and I start working on the movie, and in the middle of the movie, I realized he actually have nothing to say about it. I had to make a choice, what to do, and I couldn't stop in the middle. You invest. When you invest emotionally and financially in a project, it's not easy to say, ethically, this program have the rights, but ethically they should ask him, and he don't want it. Yes, and I have to stop. If you do that, you have to pay all the cost.
Yes.
Now, it was very difficult decision. I tried to convince him that I will do my best for his soul and his. He wasn't convinced, but when he saw the movie, he's now very happy. I think I did a kind of balance between protecting him as a young man, and he's very, I told you, he cried because he recognized the journey very well, and he's happy with the movie now. But no, he wasn't happy that a movie will be made about him, because he thought I am too young to be a star and big star, and my story will be everywhere. He felt like he didn't want it. No.
And he's played by an actor who looks very tough, but the real Asaf, he's soft and beautiful. Why the choice? Why the choice for a totally different kind of actor?
The actor is a very good actor, and I always choose acting on beauty. It's or
physical
let's
beauty.
say physical beauty, or the similarity with the real person. This was my choice, to go with a good actor that have an inner conflict. His eyes are mysterious, and I felt like this can give a dimension to the movie. But actually, you don't know the guy. The guy, when Mohammed Assaf, as a normal person, he's very scared and he's worried. But when he's in front of cameras, he plays the role of the singer and the optimistic and the self-secure and the cute. And behind the scenes, he is that guy.
Ah, okay. So you got the real, let's say, persona of him play. Oh, never mind. But I understand what you say. Even though, if you look at the first 20 minutes or so of the film and you knew nothing about it, you might think it would be about his sister, Noor. How did you come up with her? Is she an invention, or did she really exist?
She exists, and she died with heart failure, not with kidney failure. I changed it to kidney failure because dramatically Muhammad can become an active because he can say, I want to give one of my kidneys. He try also. You make him, if it's a heart failure, he become a passive. He can do nothing about it and feel frustrated, more frustrated. You have to try, and this is why you change these things. Yes, she exists. For sure, it's not, the drama is invention. It's an invention. It's in every autobiography you ever see, believe me, in every autobiography of all movies you saw, Elizabeth, Mandela, all these, Gandhi, it's all dramatized fiction stories that based on a real person. Sometimes you change a lot, sometimes you change a little bit, but all they are dramatic structure and not episodic structure, because our life is an episodic structure. Any life, it's an episodic structure. To make a dramatic structure, you have to change things. But the essence, which is the journey of a man wants to be just a singer, becoming a hero, this is true. And yes, I mean, you took who influenced him, a lot of people influence him, not just his sister. But drama means that you light just one aspect and go deep into it, and you leave everything in the dark. Otherwise, it becomes more documentary structure than fiction structure. And this is why I chose the sister relationship as the best way of telling this as dramatic as possible.
If you read about the film, you often read comparisons to Slumdog Millionaire. Do you agree or do you like it? Yes, it's an inspiration. Also, Cinema Paradiso inspiration. The Runner, the Iranian movie, it's an inspiration. But also an English movie called Hope and Glory. Somebody know this movie? Hope and Glory. It was 30 years ago. An English movie. English film, yeah. But
it's an inspiration. It's a lot of inspiration. I think Slumdog Millionaire because it's very close to our history. Like it's 10 years ago. Hope and Glory 30 years ago. The Runner 40 years ago. The Cinema Paradiso also long time ago.
I think I have to, because I could go on for another 10 or 20 minutes, but it's your time now. Are there any questions I haven't asked you want to ask? Please stand up and then ask the question. Oh, there's a microphone somewhere.
Well, it is not a question.
But we need questions.
I can continue. I want to say we follow more than 26 years here the film festival, and it is the first time I cry in a film. So thank you very much. For we were in Jordania, we were in Israel, we were in these countries, and we saw hope in this film. Thank you very much for the hope you give them.
Okay.
That it was.
They like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Is this film also being screened in Gaza? And how is it received there?
It's not yet screened in Gaza. Not yet screened, but it's screened in Ramallah. Today we have, today I should hear, I'm gonna look to my emails, maybe I have a message that it will tell me how it went. Today it's gonna be screened for the first time. And no, not yet. I'm very curious. Today is the first screening in Gaza, and I'm curious how was received, like really. But in Ramallah went very well, went fantastic even. In Jenin, I think we had a screening Saturday in Ramallah. I was there, it was fantastic. Yesterday was in Jenin, was very good. I got the report that everybody appreciated, and hopefully today in Gaza, they will like it.
Last question, I'm told. Anyone? Then I'll ask the last question myself. Because you have the kids played by real children from Gaza, right? Why? And was it difficult for them?
Okay, I want to shoot the whole movie in Gaza. Now, the Israeli authority gave me just 2 days of permission to shoot in Gaza, 3 days. 1 day of pre-production, 2 days of shoot. Then you realized, okay, at least if I can't shoot the whole movie in Gaza, I have to take the children from Gaza. I found them through a local production company who helped me find children all over and send tapes to me, and I will see the tapes and choose, not all of them, some of them to test on Skype. The first time I did the screen test through Skype, through this film. I choose them, and I didn't see them because then you have to make permission to them to leave Gaza to go to Jenin, where you can film as Gaza. And it was very tense because we had to wait long till we get the permission
For them to leave
to
Gaza.
leave, and they came just 1 day before the shoot. And I was so surprised that they were so good. And my theory is that these children had 2 wars behind their back. When you live in a fear of losing your life, you become fearless later. And they are really fearless. They are not scared from camera. They are not scared to express themselves. They are not scared to be emotionally naked. They are not scared to be honest. They are not scared of anything. Actually, they live because when you lose your your fears, you live really, because you dare to live, you dare to take actions, you dare to make choices. And it was amazing to work with these 4 kids. They are adult actually, and they are become adults because of the war. I'm not saying that we should make wars in order to make children adults, but still these children betoveren mij.
Enchant you.
Enchant me. I become like obsessed by their stories and their courage and their.
They were wonderful. And
Yeah.
so was the film. The lady cried. So I thank you all for joining us, and have a very good festival. Thank you, Hany.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.